Hello everyone, what we have today is called the circle of fifths.
ABCD of solfa notations.
To know more, buy my music book.
In recent times, some argue that it is the circle of fourths, while some argue that it is not even the fourth, it is the circle of seventh notes, eighth, fifth, fourth, all of them combined together. But one thing is common in all these arrangements. What is common? The counting formula. If you are counting by the diatonic scale counting, then you can have many of these things. If you are also counting chromatically, you can also have all these sections. So first of all, you draw your circle. Once you draw your circle, another thing you need to consider, which formula are you using? When you have diatonic, you know the movement tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. If you are using that formula, you can also get the circle of fifth or the circle of fourth, depending the formula you are using. Another formula you may use is chromatical scale. The chromatical scale formula. If you are using chromatical formula, you may have what we call the eighth notes, sometimes the seventh note, others the sixth note, and sometimes the fifth note or the sixth note. So these two formulas, remember I call them the formula for all these things. So we have number one, number two, the diatonic formula and the chromatic formula. All these formulas, you know them. If you watch my previous video, I have treated this diatonic scale. I have treated also chromatical scale. So if you know them, it will be easy for you to navigate through all these things. But both in this scale and this scale, we have what we call ascending order, ascending and descending. We have ascending also, and we have descending. Each of these movements has its own. If you understand all these things, whether you are using circle of fifth, fourth, sixth, eighth, so I'm going to show you practically how you are going to use them. Do you understand? Okay. So first of all, we have, if you measure this, this is 12, this is 6, and you have your 3, your 9, you have also so this is how it works. The first note here is a natural note, which is C. So let's do what we call diatonic ascending. Diatonic ascending. So let's do what we call diatonic ascending. First of all, this is key C. Do you understand? This is key C. And when you get the key C, you ask yourself, diatonic ascending is the circle of fifth, the main circle of fifth, diatonic ascending. Do you understand? So for you to get the fifth of this, you have to count a tone, semitone, then so it is. So the name of this key is G. Do you understand it? Then for you to get the fifth diatonic ascending of this circle of fifth, that is what we are using. You have to count a tone. So key G, 1, 2, 3, 4, So this is D. So this is D. And so that I will not be going more, this is also D, this is D, this is D. So the fifth note of D is what we call 1. So it is what? A. Do you understand it? The fifth note of D. Just in solfa notation, it is do, re, mi, fa, sol. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. The sol of every note. That is the fifth now. Do, re, mi, fa, sol. You have do, re, mi, fa, sol. So do, re, mi, fa, sol of all these things. This is number 1. This is the fifth in scale. So the sol of C is G, the sol of G is D, the sol of D is A. The sol of A, if you count it now, this is A. Re, mi, fa, sol. So the sol of this is E. Do you understand it? So after E, the sol of E is what? Re, mi, fa, sol. The sol of E is what? What key is this? Is B. So the sol of B, if you let's take this as B, so that we'll not be going forward. This is B. The sol of B is what? F sharp. You see how we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 going. I don't want to go more. Let's go counterclockwise. No, this is clockwise, counterclockwise. And if you are still going, you will still get all of them anyway. But let us just do it as it is. This is the order of sharps, and we will talk about them later. And this is the order of flats. Okay, when it comes to going clockwise and counterclockwise or anti-clockwise, let's get orders.
ABCD of solfa notations.
Then in this one, what you'll be counting is the same movement, but is on the fourth that you stop. You stop on the fourth. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. So is F. So here is F. Do you understand it? So when you move from F to get the fourth of F, let's go. See it? The same method is what? B flat. To get the fourth of B flat is what? E flat. And to get the fourth of E flat, let's take this as a E flat. Do, re, mi, fa, A flat. To get the fourth of A flat is C, right? Do, re, mi, fa, D flat. D flat. Okay, because that is not the only flat we have gotten all of them, but there are other ones that are enharmonic keys. If you go further to get them, like this one and this one, you have even this one self, you will still have it. So if you go further, we have completed the circle, but to add the enharmonics, we have to go a little bit further, and just like we did in the other one. So from here to here, you get the enharmonic on the circle of fifth, but let's just do that. So from E flat, which is this, if you count, you have what? G flat. So here is also called G flat. If you go a little bit further, this is G flat. This is G flat. You have, because it's fourth. So this is what? C flat. I have thought about this before. So this is C flat. So in the order of sharps also, we have also this. Let's go. We stop at F sharp. This is F sharp. So the fifth of F sharp is 1, 2, 3, 4. Do you understand? So it is C sharp. Do you see it? So we have all this. But you remember that these keys are not actually used, even though they are in function. But because if you want to play D flat, you are also playing C sharp. If you want to play F sharp, you are also, so they have, even though these ones they have their another name. So but that is, I don't want this video to be long. So this is called the circle of fifth using diatonic scale, ascending. Let's do the descending. And in the descending, like those that said it is the circle of fourth, not fifth, they are still right. Okay, let's use C as example. Then we'll move down now from C. This is C, or this is C also. If you move down diatonically, you know that you get the circle of what? Fourth. Let's try it. Do. You see it? Do. You are moving to G. You are moving to G. Do, ti, la, so. So the fifth note, which is going backward, you see that it is the circle of fourth also. So G is giving us now, it is fourth. One, a tone, a tone, a tone to get to G. So what we have now is G now, if you are going backward. So in the scale, I mean in the scale, not this place, not in the circle of fifth. So if you are going down the scale in normal scale, you realize that going C to G, moving down, descending, is actually fourth tone. That is why people say it is the circle of fourth also. Then from G to D, let's check G. We are looking for the fifth note of G, which is saw, but going backward, it is now the fourth. Do, ti, la, so. So it is now the fourth. You see that we have gotten that D. So from D to A, we will see that from D, A, let's go to A. Do, ti, la, so. So you see that it is A now. So going like this, but in the scale you'll be moving back. You notice that you also have the circle of fourth in the circles also. So when people make an argument that it is the circle of fourth, they are right, because if you are descending the scale, you find out that it is also the circle of fourth, going like this also. Okay, from A to E, going down the scale, from A, this is A. If you move down, you get to E. So how many notes? You see? Do, ti, la, so. Do, ti, la, so. You see it now? So the saw, which is E, from A to E now is so descending the scale, the diatonic scale. So you see, if you do it in all of them, you still get the circle of what? Fourth. So they are right in what they are doing, in what they are saying. Do you understand it? I hope that with this you will understand the difference between the circle of fifth and the circle of fourth. We also have, remember, don't be confused. In the circle of fifth, we are going like this, clockwise, and moving counterclockwise, but the scale will still be moving front. We will still have the circle of fourth. Do you understand? Moving back from C to F. But in real scale, descending the scale to get all these things, you also have the circle of fourth also. That is my explanation. You better just understand it. Okay, let's try another one.
ABCD of solfa notations. ABCD of solfa notations.
Let's try another one, which is chromatical scale counting. No, I have talked about diatonic, chromatic. So in this chromatic, they are descending. But in chromatic, what you have to count is the eighth notes. The eighth note. That is what we count. The eighth note of all of this, you will still get all these things. But some argue it is the seventh. But if you start C chromatically, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you see this is 8. But if you exclude, if you don't include this C and count it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, you see that it is what? 7. But normally, let's do it as we did in diatonic scale. In diatonic scale, we added C and counted. So let's do it the same way. You notice that it is the eighth notes that you get. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see, we land at G. From G to D, we will still count chromatically the 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We get to D. From D, this is also D. From D to A, we will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll still get 8. From A to E, we'll still get 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So if somebody said that this chromatically this is the circle of 8, that person is right. Do you understand? Because they always move in 8. Let's try from F sharp to E and see what we have, and see whether we go like this, we'll still complete the scale. Okay, let's try it. F sharp, this is F sharp, right? Let's count 8 to D flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You see, this is D flat. So even if you are going like this, you will still, from D flat to A flat, let's count it. This is D flat, right? D flat. Let's count 8 to A flat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So even if you are moving like this to the end of the, even if you don't want to go anti-clockwise or counterclockwise, you will still get the notes. So when somebody calls it the circle of 8, the person is correct. Chromatically, the person is correct. So another one is, if you are descending, you will notice that it is sixth. Chromatically, the descending order, you get sixth. Do you understand it? In ascending, you have 8. In descending, you have sixth. Let's do it. Descending the scale. C now. When you get to C, if you descend the scale, let's go to G. let's see how many notes chromatically. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see that? But if you don't include C, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you get it 5. Some use that formula, they will not include the first note. But in this topic now, I'm including this first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get to G. Descending of chromatical scale, using this formula, you still get to G. From G to D, you count 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You still get D. So this formula will help you to memorize all these notes. We'll still get to the function of these notes. So 1 from D now to A. Let's count descending. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you see it now, you can still go round. Let's check from F sharp descending to D flat. Let's see whether we'll still get the sixth. This is F sharp, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you go round, I don't want to keep on writing this now, cleaning and writing. That's why I'm using it. From A flat descending chromatically to E flat, you get sixth note. So if somebody say this is the circle of sixth, chromatically descending, you right. Okay. This is A flat to E flat. A flat to E flat is what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You see E flat. So it is also the circle of what? Sixth. If I'm not adding the first notes, I'm counting like A flat now. If I'm not counting it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you see it will be fifth. The circle of also fifth. Do you understand it? If I'm not counting this, I will still also get the circle of fifth, chromatically descending, but I will not be counting the first note. Let me try it from B to F sharp, from B flat to F, B flat to F. Let's count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you see that chromatically descending, the scale, it is also called the circle of fifth. Do you understand? Descending without counting the first notes that you are beginning, but if you count it, it will give you the circle of sixth, like from E flat, from B flat to F, B flat to F, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So one depends on the formula the person is using to make his or her arguments. You understand that everything about the circle of fifth, the circle of sixth, they have their own backup. They have the reason behind it. They have their own formula. But remember what I said: diatonic formula, ascending and descending; chromatic formula, ascending and descending. Always know the difference between them. And if you know it, it will help you to gain this. I would like to stop here, since in our next topic I'll explain what the circle of fifth or all of this. I will not be calling it sixth or fifth again, or eighth, or I'll just use the circle of fifth that is popular. I'll use it like that, so that I'll show you the major key and the minor key. Thank you and God bless you.